Okay, so what's today's plans, Walter?
Well, today I was originally going to go to Den Hague and tour around there, but then I got seeing that the temperature is a little better today and the weather's a little better today. So instead, I thought we'd go to the beach resort Scheveningen for the day. It's a little bit further away. You still have to go through Den Hague to go to Scheveningen, but
And what's in Scheveningen?
Scheveningen is a beach resort, so we'll be right on the ocean. And they have a big pier that has things on it, like entertainment and stuff like that. And that goes into the ocean. And there's a boardwalk and everything else that you can walk down and stuff. So I think it would be kind of interesting to see.
But I didn't bring my bikini.
Yeah,
What are we
right.
going to do?
I don't expect to be swimming anywhere.
Do they have all nude beach? It is Holland. They probably do.
They probably do.
Yeah.
I don't think I showed you what the inside of the train stations look like. This is Rotterdam's, of course, and Rotterdam is the busiest, largest train station in the Netherlands.
No, it's not.
I thought it was.
Enough story.
Well, you said it was. Oh, it's Utrecht's the larger one. I stand to be corrected. I thought he said, but he tells me so many things and then changes it, so I never know.
It is one of the big three.
Okay, it's one of the big
Amsterdam
things.
is big, Rotterdam is big, Utrecht is bigger, I think.
Yeah, whatever. Does it really matter? Probably not. I'm just showing you this is what the train station looks like. Anyways, before I push Walter out onto the middle of the track under a train, this is what it looks like. Stay tuned for developing stories. So, we're in Scheveningen, and this is the big pier. You see the big merry-go-round there, and down here there seems to be, this is the beach, and it seems to be lots of vendors, eating places, all that kind of thing. There's more down around that way. Right now it's about 10 o'clock, a little after 10 o'clock in the morning. I showed you some pictures quietly of inside the train and inside the tram, because we had to take a tram to get here from the train station. It was crowded, it was busy. We're probably at the height of their rush hour at the time, so we did have first class tickets, but we were in third class because we had to stand. We had a class of our own, you might say. So here we are, and it is windy and it is chilly out here as well.
I figured tomorrow's supposed to be colder, so I thought today would be a better day to go.
Now we are in the Hague.
Yeah, we are. Well, actually, we're in a city called Scheveningen,
Scheveningen, yes.
which is sort of attached to the Hague, so it's the seaside resort.
Seaside, and I didn't bring a bikini, as I mentioned before. Big hotel on the beach here. Another view of it all. So just coming in. There were a couple of surfers getting their boards ready on the other side. Diehards, I guess. And this is from the other side of the pier. There's our surfers down there. Definitely, I would not want to be out there today, but then again, I don't surf, so and have no desire to do so, because I would drown. Why does the song By the Sea keep playing over my head? I said it keep playing over my head, By the Sea, that old song. Okay, way out there are windmills, modern windmills in the ocean. I'll see if I can pull them in a little bit more so you can see them. Oops, hard to keep the camera steady, there's a breeze, but there you go, see them? Kind of hold steady here. Yep, tons of them out there. can do a little bungee jumping if you feel in the mood.
Look out over there.
Another angle for the Ferris wheel. It's one of those big ones like they have in London, other places in the world. Everybody has one of these.
Ferris wheel on
Yeah. Windy. And looking down the length of the pier, we came to the end, and that's where we started, way down there. In its heyday, this was probably really nice, but it looks like it's gone a lot under disrepair over time. Maybe when it's in the summer more, maybe this gets very, very popular. I mean, there's lots of chairs and things down there for the beach, so maybe this is... But you take a... Hear that? Every time you take a step on these boards, you're kind of wondering if it's going to fall through or not. So we're down in the area below the pier and have some interesting things, artwork or whatever. There's where we were before, just up there. As Walter said, it probably gets very, very busy here in the summertime. They have lots of places to sit and enjoy a cocktail or 12. Yeah, it goes on for quite a ways. More places along here. So there's that big hotel we saw from the pier. We're a little closer to it now.
It doesn't look so fancy when you get up close.
No, it doesn't. Lego store.
It's also legal.
It's also Lego Land as well. If you're into Legos, there you go. Giant giraffe. And that's the front of this hotel, which is called the Kurhaus.
Looks nicer on this side.
Yeah, it looks nicer from this side. So I took a few shots when we were on this coming up to the beach. But we're on here again, and I didn't say anything there because it was really packed. But we just feel like such professionals now. We're taking the tram, the train, we're going all around Holland with all of that. Who would have thought? And that's the central train station into Hague. So this is, for lack of a better terminology, downtown Hague. One of the streets with lots of restaurants and stores and things like that. Probably the very touristy area. But it gives you a feel for it. Again, the architecture is a little different here from Amsterdam, but a little older.
Check out all the shoes there.
Yeah, I know. I see all these shoes on the wire. Yeah, so you can see that it looks different from the other places we've been as well. So Central Square area, as many of the places in Holland seem to have, where it's lots of tables and chairs for eating. Lots of places.
Probably because it's close to the museum.
Oh, maybe. Walter says it's because it's probably close to the museum. That's why it's more this kind of thing. Well, it's a statue of somebody. William den Ernst, Prince of Orange. and something more that I don't understand. But I guess it must be somebody important because he's green. This is the art gallery where the girl with the pearl earring is on display. And we walked around this back and forth. I said I saw a sign, but Walter said it was a government building. We couldn't go in there, but no, this is the building. He was whatever, looking at something else. This stuff over here.
It's as if it's a separate exhibition.
I can ask that guy where we came in.
Voor die tijd is het echt heel bijzonder.
Are we?
This is row 7 and you know what you're across from.
Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be a whirlwind. I'm not going to tell you what the paintings are except one, and this one we see the girl with the pearl earring. There's a lot of stairs if you come to this art gallery, this museum.
I think there's an elevator too.
Yeah, but be prepared. Okay. We're in the Rembrandt section now. This is a Rembrandt. And this is a Rembrandt. I get the glare off it. And this is also a Rembrandt. I think they're all Rembrandts.
Wat doet een papegaai? Wat kan hij? Naapapen en napraten. Nou, en daar gaat het hele schilderij over. We zien een oude dame, de oma zien we zitten daar op een stoel. En zij leest een briefje voor en daar staat erop: zoals de ouderen het doen, zo doen de jongeren het na. Pas op ouders, geef wel het goede voorbeeld. Voor je het weet is je kind aan het roken of wijn aan het drinken.
Outside the window. Okay, this is going to be my last shots because Yeah, you get the flavor of it. Yeah, it all starts to run together. So, sorry, didn't read the placards. Too bad. So we have stopped here outside the museum to have lunch at some place called Hagg Beer Claus. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure Walter will correct me on that because I've no idea. I'm having a club sandwich. That looks tasty.
Place.
Hagg.
Place.
Well, it's got the word Hague in it.
It looks like haste, but I don't know where place comes. What place?
I don't know what place is. But anyways, yeah, we're looking at the menu. We're sitting out here and we're going to order, guess what? Beer. And a clubhouse sandwich is what I'm having. Okay, a lunch has arrived. It's a club sandwich with frites and mayonnaise. Walter got the same, and we've got our beer. So we're all happy. They look quite large. So these are the government buildings here in The Hague. They're also doing a lot of construction around them on the other side as well, because they've got it all kind of barricaded off from the general public. Shot of the skyline over beyond the government buildings, and here the government buildings are here with this big water feature. And I guess that big tower over there, you can walk up and get a better view. We're not doing that. Another area of The Hague. We probably should have gone down there to eat because we ate near the museum and that was probably more or less a tourist trap. What we had was okay, but it wasn't our best that we've had so far over here. But
It was okay. The bread was really fresh and everything, but it wasn't as good as other places that we've been around here.
no.
And I'm not disappointed, but didn't think it was the best.
No. It wasn't horrible or anything like that. It was just a little different.
That was club sandwich. Supposed to be a club sandwich, but it was mostly eggs in it.
Yeah, well, on one side it was an egg salad sandwich. On the other side it was a club sandwich. You didn't know which way to eat. Another viewpoint from the government buildings. This is part of it. All the flowers. But you can see over there in the distance that they have scaffolding up on some of the buildings doing something to them. Whatever that would be. Hello everybody, welcome to something a little different. Now that you've seen all the videos for the day of our travels to The Hague and to, what's that place called?
Scheveningen.
Scheveningen, and that kind of stuff. So we went over to the Albert, how do you say it? Albert Heijn?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like Heijn, it's H-E-J.
Yeah, it's Albert Heijn.
Heijn. Albert Heijn grocery store and picked up a few more things. We're eating in tonight because we had the big, huge club sandwich that wasn't actually, now, if I rate everything that we've had, I think the club sandwich is the one, it wasn't horrible, but it's the lowest one.
Yeah, because it said it had chicken and bacon on it, but there was very little on it.
There was an egg.
And
A hard-boiled egg.
And there seemed to be mostly egg on it.
Yeah, sliced egg. Anyways, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't the best thing we've had here. But anyways, we thought we'd try some of the things we saw in the grocery store that are things that we sort of can and sort of can't get in our own country and see what that's like. And of course, we're enjoying some wine. I have mine in a wine glass. Walter, what are you drinking out?
Tumbler. Well, the tumblers don't fall over so easy.
Okay, so we thought we'd show you some of these things, and we're just going to do a little taste test on some of them. Some of them we've already tasted before I thought to do this. So let's start with the savory, and we found two kinds of these. Now, you've heard us talk about cheese cookies.
They're ones that I make at
Yeah.
home.
And what are in cheese cookies?
Cheese cookies are basically a type of shortbread that's savory. There's no sugar in it. And it just has butter, flour, and grated cheese in it.
He doesn't make them very often. They go pretty fast when he does, because we gobble them right up. And they're really good. And they're kind of a strange thing because you could serve them as a savory snack or you could serve them as a cookie, whatever way you like. So these biscuits, okay, for the British people, when I say biscuits, I mean crackers, not cookies. For the Americans, I'm talking crackers. These are Cas
Koekjes, which is cheese cookies, right? And it says met roomboter, which roomboter is butter.
Oh, so they're made with
It's
butter.
creamy butter.
Creamy butter. And these ones we don't know. We've already tried these, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But we also saw these today, and we bought them. Excuse me. They are also Twiggles.
They're called Twiggles. They sort of look similar because they call them cheese butterflies. Cheese butterflies. They're little butterflies, right?
So we're
Butterfly shape.
So we're going to compare these to each other. And get them open. They're a little.
They look very similar.
They look very similar, except different shape.
They're different companies.
No, don't reach right in there and start it first. There's a procedure to do this in a scientific way. Okay, so let's do what they look like. These are the first ones we showed you. This
They're
is,
just square.
and then these other ones are sort of heart-shaped. And they do look very similar, though, with the exception of the shape.
Well, they sort of call them cheese butterflies.
Oh, okay. That's what Twigglies or whatever means. Now, these ones, they smell like cheese. They smell just like the cheese cookies that Walter makes. In fact, these ones might smell cheesier. I don't know.
Yeah, they smell similar.
Okay, so there's one of those for you, one of these for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try this, the one we've already had
Yeah.
before. These are good.
They taste very similar to the ones I make.
I mean, they've got a very similar texture to the ones you make, too. Cleanse the palate. Yeah, it's not water, it's wine. You do it your way. You cleanse your way, I'll cleanse mine. Okay. No.
I don't think they're as cheesy as those ones.
No, I think the first ones are a little cheesier, but still, they're pretty close.
They're not bad.
Yeah, the first ones are cheesier. Now, speaking of cheese, we found this. It's called Smearcast with Zembel.
Well, smear
Sample.
means spread. Cheese spread.
Now, in the Dutch store at home, and we saw it there in the grocery store as well, there are some of these there, different brand, and a few different flavors. This is actually the store brand here of that stuff. And it was considerably less expensive. And you get a little bit more of it. Now, when we buy this, the one that's not a store brand, but the
original
brand name.
which they have here too.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
But you pay what in the
$3.99
$3.99
for a very small container. It's smaller than that.
It's about, probably about half the size of this
Yeah.
container. This was
69.
60.69 euros.
Yeah, 0.69 euros.
So that's about
That
a
would-
dollar something, $1.20. So that's considerably less than what?
Yeah, it's actually less
Yeah.
than $1.20. It's probably about $1.10.
Yeah, okay, $1.10. So we're gonna see how this tastes. Now, we don't have plain crackers for this, so we're putting cheese upon cheese. Actually, hang on to that knife. We'll just do knife test first before we put it on the cracker. Okay, so Doesn't have a lot of a smell to it. It's very soft.
Yeah, this is actually a spicy one. It's got stuff in it called sambal, which is an Indonesian spice.
Okay, let's taste it. Well, the spice is there.
Actually, I think it's spicier than the name brand one.
Oh yeah, it sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
Is that tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
Tastes just as good as that brand name one that
I'll have to
we
bring a suitcase home with me.
yeah, we'll smuggle food in. So we'll try it on a cracker now. It's quite delicious.
Very good.
Now,
That's sort of like spray cheese, not in a can.
well, not quite. It's better than spray cheese. Yes, I
It
did
is
say
actually,
that.
it's what they call spreadable cheese.
Eat your rest of your cracker. Are you putting some cheese on it? That's what knives are for, not dipping. It's not a dip. Dress you up. Can't take you out. Okay. So, very cheesy, both of them. Very nice. And not like these were, how much were these?
Those were like €1.89.
So a little over $3.
Yeah, a little over $3.
$4 crackers, and these were about
The same price.
Yeah. So, and actually, that's not talking Canadian dollars for boxes of crackers this size of this type. That's about what you pay in
Yeah.
Canada, if not more. Okay. The other thing we did buy is we bought some cookies. Now you can see we kind of ate some of these already. This one was chocolate chip and banana in them. They were a little dry. They were full of chocolate chips though. They tasted okay, a little crumbly, a little dry. Great for dunking, I think. We'll see in a minute. And we also have this package we haven't opened, and it was macadamia. That's for Russ.
And they're weird because they're really thick.
Yeah, see, there's two in this
Right.
package now. How thick they are. And these were what? Just peanut butter macadamia,
No,
chocolate and macadamian.
Yeah.
So we haven't tried those yet. Also on the sweet side, we did buy a 2-pack of little tiny apple tarts. What they call apple tart. You can see
Mini tarts.
Mini tart. That's what's written there. Mini tart. So we have no idea what these taste like yet. They seem soft. I'm sure they're delicious. I don't know if we should open one now and take a look.
Why don't you cut one in quarters?
Gotta get it out of this package.
I've been cheating and not sticking to my diet.
Diet. We're having salad later. Dessert first, salad later. Okay, so you see they're coming. They're a little pie, just a little apple pie. They look quite delicious. We'll see.
Everything looks delicious.
Yes, it does. But so far, everything has been sort of delicious. Okay. So there's what it looks like inside. It looks very much inside like those,
A little apple pie.
like the little apple pie that I had here. So, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes just like the full-size version. And there's a fair amount of filling in it. So yeah, that's kind of a winner. Now those cost us, I think they were $2 something. Oh no, yeah, no, that's grams. That's not the price. I thought they were $1 or €1.79.
Yeah, or something else.
Alright, so again, a little over $3 for 2 of these pies, which I don't think is unreasonable,
No.
given that kind of thing. Okay. Walter did buy himself some licorice, but it's the same licorice as
It's exactly the same brand. I tried it. Oh, yeah. It's actually the same brand I get, which is a sugar-free brand.
while I was doing that, I will cleanse the palate. By the way, the wine that we're drinking, we have no idea what it is. They have a lot of selections of wines, but none of them we've ever heard of before. And I think this one
We just pick whatever
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah. And so far, they haven't been horrible. And wines there is about, it's misleading because you see, like this one bottle we bought was €3.99, something like that. So let's say €4. So, well, that's still
cheap.
That's still cheap.
For what we buy. Like,
yeah, because that's under $8.
That's under $8. That's probably more like $7. So
Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to go into a Canadian liquor store or a liquor store in
the
our
cheapest-
area and buy
the
one
cheap-
for $8.
cheapest bottle of wine we can find at home is about $10.
Yeah, like one that you can actually drink.
Yeah.
With it. So, okay, show me your licorice.
Yeah. Okay. This is actually sugar-free brand. See, it says sugar-free at the top, and it is Zouthouten heart-shaped licorice.
And does the shape of it make it taste different? No. Then why is it different shape?
Well, no, it does. There's like differences in flavor between like, well, some of them have more salt in them than other ones.
So
they're salted licorice.
So does the shape men tell you?
No, these are actually kind of soft.
Oh. Okay, let me try to word this again because he's not getting what I'm saying. First of all, it started out as a joke, and now I think it might be more serious than that. Those are heart-shaped.
Yeah.
So, but they come in different shapes.
Right.
So does the shape have a significance as to how much salt is in them?
No.
No. So in other
You can
words,
get them
the
in
shape-
different shapes and different amounts of salt and different, like you can get ones that don't have any salt in them. And
Anyways, I tried one of his the other night. They're mildly the salt. I mean, it was okay. I'm still not a fan of it. I mean, it didn't gross me out, but I've had salted licorice before. Anyways, there's that. And then I do love a sour jube or whatever. And these are a combination. One half is sour, one half is sweet. So sweet and sour. So I thought this might be interesting. So, you know, they're like fuzzy peach or whatever, those kind of things. So this is what they look like. A dog with a bone. I don't know what side is. Let's see. Cleanse the palate. That's the sweet end. That might be sour. I don't know. These are not jubes. These are wine gums. They're good. Oh no, there's the sour. Just hit the sour. I was going to say it really wasn't. Oh yeah. Yeah, these are good. But they're wine gums. And I don't know if you can get wine gums in the States. There's something that are common in Canada. Although I've never seen wine gums that have
I
this.
think they're a British manufacturer.
I've never seen wine gums in our area like these.
No.
With the, you know, the sour stuff. Like the sour jujubes and things like that you can get, yes. But not the wine gums. Wine gums are denser than
Yeah,
jujubes.
they're more solid than jujubes.
Okay. Cleanse the palate for the last one. Might not be a good
Yeah,
idea.
Steve, he drinks a lot of chocolate milk at home, so I don't usually.
A day without a glass of chocolate milk is a day without sunshine. It's good for you. It's, you know, for those of us who are not big milk drinkers, it's very good. But this,
Yeah, I just saw that they have a version that has no sugar in it.
well, they do.
Yes, it's there.
Oh. Well, we didn't see that in the shelf, but we weren't looking for it. Anyways, this is a Choco Mel.
That has existed for as long as I can remember as a kid. And I remember years ago going to the circus, and they sold tons of this choco mill at the circus. And
That was how they got little kids into the circus and
Yeah,
sold them,
yeah,
bringing in
and,
chocolate milk.
no, practically they sold Coca-Cola and Choco Mel, but practically nobody bought any Coca-Cola.
Ooh, it's easy open. Look at that. Just like that. So we're gonna try this and see now. I went for my
This is also shelf stable milk, so that it's on the shelf.
Like until you open it, then you have to put it in the fridge. So seal type. Smells like chocolate milk. It's rich, it's creamy. It's a little bit more chocolatey, I think, than what we get. Do you want to try? Don't backwash.
I'm not a connoisseur because
Don't backwash.
yeah, it has a different flavor.
Yeah, but it's not an unpleasant flavor. It's very chocolatey flavor. I think it'll be even better when it's cold.
Yeah.
But I like it. Now, this was how much here? 2 something.
Yeah.
€2.79, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. This same one we can get in the Dutch store in our area, and it's $10 Canadian for a 1 liter, and this is a liter.
Yeah.
A package of it. We've never bought it. Never bought it mainly because I thought, that's kind of pricey for something for what this is. And I don't know if I'll ever buy it.
because I mean the stuff we have at home is okay, but they probably sell it there because it does have a different flavor.
Yeah.
And people that come from maybe this area are used to drinking this and have a hankering for it.
Well, for $10 a liter at home, yeah, that's a kind of expensive chocolate milk. Now I don't know. Maybe here maybe this is something. I don't know if they would drink this every day or give it to their kids, or maybe it's something that they use.
Well, I don't
as
know.
a fancy time.
I know when I was a kid, they used to drink. Kids were encouraged to drink that as opposed to drinking Coca-Cola.
Oh, well, yes, of course. Milk is good for you. Milk's good for a body. So anyways, yeah. Well, I like it.
And the Netherlands have always been big on milk products anyway.
I'm just not going to spend
They
it.
have a lot of cows.
Yeah, I'm just not going to. It's like if I could get this at home for $3 or $4, I might occasionally, when we're in the Dutch store, go in and buy it.
But it's way too expensive.
But at $10 for a liter of it, it's like liquid gold. No, it's not. It isn't that great for that. It's okay. Okay, it's nice. It's pleasant, but yeah. So anyways, thought you'd be interested to see what kind of junk we're eating here with it. It's really not all junk. Okay, well, Miss might be. But, the other stuff is pastry, right?
Yes.
Cheese. That's
Well,
good
that's all
for you.
junk, yeah.
Yeah, that's good for you. And now we have a salad.
We do
in the
have a
fridge,
salad in the fridge for dinner.
which we're going to have that. And we may try something new to it. We're actually going to do possibly, and when I say we, I mean Walter, laundry. Because the laundry room is right across the hall from us. And they have 3 washing machines, 2 dryers. They seem to be underutilized. We haven't seen anybody going in there. And they even supply the soap. Mm-hmm. We brought our own, the flat sheet soaps. But anyway, so that's what's on the agenda this evening. Wine and crackers and cookies and candy. But we have a salad. We are having a salad, yeah. Okay, just thought you'd be interested to see that. So hope you enjoyed today's videos, and we'll see you again tomorrow for our further adventures in the Netherlands.